Yes, you read it right. I call this case a French version of Chris Watts' story, and in this video you'll know why. Hello everybody, my name is Anna and welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new here. And my channel is about true crime cases and I hope you will enjoy my content, and if you do, please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you liked it and please push the ring button as well, so that way you will know when I post new videos, which I plan to do every week, once in a week for now, and later I'm planning to do this more often. We'll see. So this story is about a man who killed his whole family, which is wife and 4 kids, including their 2 dogs as well. So it was a crazy thing in 2011 here in France, in Nantes. And the name of this man is Xavier Pierre-Marie Dupont De Ligonnès. In shorter form, Xavier Dupont De Ligonnès. Here we go. So let me tell you about this story, exactly what happened. So on 21st of April 2011, 5 bodies of Dupont De Ligonnès family was found in cement, with their 2 dogs as well, completely decomposed. And the husband and the father, right, of these 4 kids was nowhere to be found till this day. So let's get back to how it all happened and what was leading to this event. So Xavier was a salesman and a businessman. He was holding a few businesses in France. And I'm not sure what exactly he was doing in his businesses. I know he was like creating them. He's had 4 businesses, as I checked, maybe more, I don't know. And Agnes, which was his wife, she was an assistant at Blanche de Castille Catholic School in Nantes, where part of her duties involved teaching catechism. So she was very religious, and her children, they were going to a mass, to the church, very regularly. I'm sorry. And she was very strict with her children, as relatives and friends and people from the church say about her. Now about the children. Arthur, the oldest one, was not exactly the son of Xavier. They met, Xavier and Agnes, they met when Arthur was 2 years old. And he was recognized as his son afterwards when they got married. Also, they together had 3 children, Thomas, Anne, and Benoit. Agnes was 48 years old at the day of her death. Arthur was 20 years old. Thomas was 18 years old. Anne was 16 years old. And Benoit was 13 years old at the time of the death. So now let's talk what was happening before this event, before the murders. So the lease of the house has been terminated. Their bank accounts have been closed in the following months prior to the murders. The children's school received a final payment. The boss of Agnes was informed that she was going to finish her job and her family are going to move to Australia, which actually Xavier was telling all their friends about as well. Like, we're gonna go to Australia, because he was saying that he was a secret agent, and they were moving to Australia because of that, something like that. But in the same time, to the family, to their relatives, he said that I'm a secret agent, same story, but he was involved in some case about drug dealers and all that, and he said, well, we need to move to US actually, and we will be under witness protection system, yeah, something like that. So a message on their mailbox in front of their house was placed saying, please return all mail to sender, thank you. Also, the house was completely emptied as well. So on Friday, 1st of April, Arthur, the oldest kid of the family, did not get to the pizzeria where he worked, and it was very bizarre for the employers to not have him at that day. So it kind of started to ring a bell to them. The same day, Xavier goes and buys cement, shovel, and a hoe. And also, prior to that, in March, he bought rifle bullets on the 12th of March. And in the same month, he started to go to the shooting rancho to practice his shooting, and he attended 4 classes there. So on the 2nd of April, Xavier bought 4 bags of quicklime, bought in different shops. Each was weighed 10 kilos. So on the 3rd of April, Xavier left a message to his sister saying, we spent our Sunday evening in the cinema together, then in a restaurant, and we've just got back. I'm just calling to ask if it's too late to speak to you on the phone. And now I see it's gone to voicemail. But I was surprised you spoke to me about Bertram, who's getting ready for his flight, huh? But I thought he'd only just arrived, so I was a bit surprised. Anyway, sending you my love. If it's not too late, call me back or send me a text and I'll call you. Okay, I'm going to put the kids to bed. Say hi to everyone. See you soon, maybe. So the next day, Anne and Benoit didn't go to their school, and the reason was that they were ill. The same day, Xavier spoke to his sister Christine, and she said that everything seemed normal, and they spoke for like from 20 to 30 minutes on the phone. Also, on the 4th of April, Xavier and Thomas went to dine together, and the witnesses from this day said that Thomas seemed very ill, and they didn't really speak to each other, which was really bizarre, but nobody really paid too much attention to it that day. But afterwards they decided to tell this little piece of the story. The next day, 5th of April, Thomas went to his friend's house, and they spent the day together playing music because he loved music, and watching movies and all that. And then suddenly his father called him, and he said that Thomas has to come back home because his mother got into a cycling accident. And his ex-girlfriend stated that when they last spoke on the 5th of April, he told her that he was going back to home because his mother was in a cycling accident, and after that he was really weird in his writing, like something was wrong. She knew something was wrong, even though they didn't date for a long time. But she said that he was a very happy, loving person, and he loved life. He loved his sister and brothers and his family. And now he acted a little bit weird in his writing. During the same week, neighbors stated that they've heard dogs barking for 2 nights, and after that they never heard them again. On the 8th of April, he sends letters and emails to his brother-in-law and to his mother and sister as well. saying that everything's fine. You'll hear more detailed news soon through Christine, which is his sister. Bye for now. All the best, Xavier. And it was the last letter that was sent from his home IP address. On the 11th of April, the school received letter from Xavier saying that Anne and Benoit will not attend school anymore. They're finishing the school because the whole family is moving to Australia. The Catholic school where Agnes works received a resignation letter signed by Agnes stating the same reason for leaving, and her boss was not able to reach her by the phone anymore. The same day, letter, a typed and unsigned letter dated April 11th, was sent and received by his family. And actually, the whole letter is online. You can check it out. But in general, this letter states that they're moving and they are not going to be able to be in contact with anybody for a few years because of this drug dealer situation. So they're going away for a long time and they will come back later. And also they said that the dogs will be held by somebody else. Like they found somebody to take their dogs for now for this few years that they will be away. Also, Xavier spent the night of 12th to 13th of April at the Auberge de Casagne in Le Pontet in Vaucluse, in southeastern France, under the false name of Mr. Laurent Xavier. He pays 214.59 euros by credit card. On Wednesday, 13th of April, neighbors became really suspicious because they didn't see anybody and didn't hear anything for a long time, so they decided to contact the police. On Thursday, 14th of April, Xavier withdrew 30 euros from the ATM. The same evening, Xavier slept at the Hotel Formule 1 in the town where he is captured on film by a surveillance camera, and this was the last track of him. Next day, he checked out from the hotel and he left his car there. On Thursday, 21st of April, the wanted notice was issued for the whole family of Dupont De Ligonnès, and suddenly and sadly, they went to the house of the family and they found the bodies. They were all covered in quicklime, so it helped the bodies to decompose faster without too much of smell. They were all in bags, plastic bags, under the cement. The death was caused by drugging, so they were drugged, and also they were shot with .22 rifle. In the evening of Tuesday, 28th of April 2015, the bones were discovered in Bagnoy and en Forêt near Fréjus on the south coast of France, close to where Xavier was believed to last be seen. So police thought that it might be him, but unfortunately it was not him. The DNA didn't match between him and the bones. On July 2015, a journalist in Nantes received a photo of two of the sons of Dupont. On the back of the photo was a message that was saying, "I'm still alive," and it was signed by Xavier, at least by the name of him. So we don't really know what happened, like who sent it and was it really Xavier, but this is what they got. On 9th of January 2015, Arn police raided the Saint Desert Monastery in Roquebrune-sur-Argent, the village where Xavier Dupont was believed to be seen by a few people, but when police arrived, the monks, they took a vow of silence, so they were not really saying anything. So after a few hours, police decided that it was a case of mistaken identity. And just 1.5 weeks ago, people believe that they finally got a break from this case. Something happened. On October 2019, a man was arrested in Glasgow airport because his fingerprints matched the fingerprints of Xavier Dupont. And it was like everywhere in the news. Finally, they found him, and they said that he looked like him, but they thought that he probably went through some plastic surgeries. So they got him into custody, and in the end of the day, the next day actually, they took a DNA test and it didn't match at all. So this guy was not the guy. And it's funny how the situation happened, because when they realized that the fingerprints matched, they rang an alarm to the police, but they were too late. So they didn't get to the Glasgow airport in time, so this guy already left. I'm not gonna say his name due to respect purposes, okay? They actually didn't get in there in time. He was checking in and getting on the plane last minute, so it was too late for them to get to the airport and get him there. So they actually got him when he arrived. His wife was saying like, hello, this is my husband, we've been married for so many years. I don't remember how much though. It was like a very long time, and we have a lot of friends who will confirm that this is not your guy, but they didn't really listen. But after that, like I said, and the next day he was released because DNA test gave nothing. So since then, nothing really happened. No leads, no nothing. Even though, of course, it's been a week and a half since the last news about it. And now it's been 8 years since it happened, and this man was not found yet. So if you have any information, or you might see this person somewhere outside, just call the police straight away, because he is really wanted. He killed his family. In the last year of the murders, the family was in debt. Maybe that's why he did it. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the motive. And unless we find him, we will never know. So if you have any information, please call the police. And he's internationally wanted. So the police will understand who you are talking about straight away. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please push the subscribe button, ring the bell, and push maybe the like button for me, for me to see how much people really enjoyed the content. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye.